Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's Mr4 Koffee, Mr4K Koffee vlog number 16. So on this video, I'm going to explain to you what was the reasoning behind the clickbait videos, as I like to call it, the clickbait experiment. So first, let me tell you where this whole idea came from. I was talking to my friend, and we were looking at various of different trending videos. You know, there's always a trending video happening. It's trending now on the YouTube. Usually it's from India, some other parts of the country, or it's something about the puppies, or something strange, or something other. It is a combination of various of different videos when it comes to trending. But interesting thing about all the trending videos, I'm not saying that they have a clickbait, but there's definitely a little bit of that too. And we were wondering, look at these trending videos. They're all using, you know, a certain quotes, a certain letters, you know, like this just in. They just broke the news, or top 10 most watched. It's like they're always using a certain letters in the beginning and a certain words in the beginning, a certain sentence in the beginning to bring up about the point. But sometimes it's not necessarily what you think. Like when you click on that video, it's not necessarily what you think. You know, a man jumps in a hole that's 20 feet down, but it turns out that it wasn't a 20 feet down hole. It was just basically him climbing down to rescue a puppy, right? But still, people clicked regardless, even though they didn't read the description. When you look at the description, it says the man went down to rescue a puppy, blah 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 blah. It was Indonesia somewhere. The whole point, that's what me and my friend were looking at. We were looking at these trending videos. I mean, there's so many of them, and they're like 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million views, like gigantic amount of views that these videos have. So I figured, why don't I try the experiment? Because I do, you know, video games, televisions, mainly televisions, you know, I do. And why don't I, let's say that I, you know, bought a new OLED, like this, for example, right here. Here's the thing that a lot of people didn't get. My new OLED, my new 2019 LG OLED 4K TV 55C9, unboxing and setup connected via Area 51 Alienware PC. And here is the interesting thing. The point of this test was to see how many people are going to read description and how many are going to click. As you can see, 1.5, almost 2,000 people have clicked on this video since yesterday. That's how fast they click, because they didn't bother to read this. And look what it says right here. This is my brand new unboxing of LG OLED 4K TV C9 2019 version. I did unbox it, but something else happened as well. You see, this is the part right here where you should have said, oh wait, what does he mean? But something else happened as well. Now, yes, it's going to sound like a clickbait, but you should have also figured something else. Like, this doesn't make sense. Okay, so you unboxed it, everything went smooth, but something else happened as well. What do you mean by that? And then it says on top, it says unboxing and setup connected via Area 51 Alienware. So if you look at the description, and you look at the highlights of the title, it doesn't add up. So what else happened? You just put on the titles that you unboxed it, you connected it to your Area 51 Alienware PC, and then down below you said something else happened. You see, this was the whole point of this, the experiment, as to how people these days, they don't really bother to read the description, to even, you know, this was a tough one. I'll admit, this was a tough one, but I purposely made it look like that. But still, it shows you how people are so easy to click on a thumbnail. They just look at the thumbnail picture. They don't even care what it reads. Same thing goes with this one over here. Like, here's a good example, like this one right here. This is regarding that, you know, that kid, teenager that is going around from Sweden for this whole climate change, you know. Listen, I have nothing against Greta, but the problem is she's being used. That teenager, that girl's being used to push this whole agenda about the climate control, and we all know who is behind it, who is responsible. Okay, I'm not gonna go deep dive into that right now, but she's being used. Okay, I don't need to be educated about a climate by a teenager. Okay, you can have Tyson Neil deGrasse educate me about that. A scientist, a physicist. Have him educate me about that. I'll take Tyson Neil deGrasse voice over hers, okay? Somebody who's a physicist, scientist, okay, who's a scholar, who has 50, 60 years of experience, okay, I'll take it from him, all right? So here's a good thing right here. Like PlayStation 5 leaked images, this is it, reliable source. Now, people only look at the thumbnail, and all they saw was this. Let me tell you, this is what the human eye saw. The human eye saw this. They only saw the PlayStation 5, and a thumbnail. That's the first thing that the human eye saw. Or that's the first thing that you guys saw. And that's the first thing you saw and you clicked. You didn't even care what it says down below. And look what it says down below. These, here, let me highlight it for you. No one read this. No one read this. These are brand new leaked images from Swedish website called Grethenburg Metal. No one stopped to think, what do you mean by Grethenburg? It clearly says here Grethenburg, you know, Greta and, you know, her last name. So I kind of put the first and last name of her, and I put it together, and I called it Grethenburg Metal source. It's 100% reliable and accurate. But no one seemed to stop and think, what does he mean by Grethenburg Metal? This video stinks. And I did this 3 days in a row, back to back, and people still clicked. I mean, it showed just how easy it was for me. I mean, I could do it today. I could do it tomorrow. I could do it every day. The point is, people will still do it. They will still make the same exact mistake. They're still going to click. And it wasn't just me that made this point. A lot of other YouTubers who did this experiment have proved this point, how easy it is to clickbait somebody. Okay? But look at this. No one bothered to read this. They just look at the thumbnail and they look at PlayStation 5, and that's all their eyes seen, and they clicked. They clicked immediately. That shows you how today's generation brain works, pretty much. They just see the thumbnail. You know their old saying, what the eyes see, the mind believes. But sometimes that's not always entirely true. But there's an old saying, what the eyes see, the mind believes. Okay, so that was another one, which obviously here, I made it so easy for you guys. These are brand new leaked images from Swedish website called Grethenburg Metal. And of course, it is a video from the guy who made used his own voice while Greta did that speech, and then he did that death metal track. All right, so I used that, and I used my camera to make it look like a little bit shaky, to make it look, you know, like a heavy metal video or a death metal video. I'm not into death metal, but anyway, you know. And then same thing goes over here on this one here. Let me show you. Let me go to my videos. Where is it? There's another one here. Hold on. Let's go to my videos. Let's click over here. All right, and then there's this one right here. I broke my Samsung Q8F and QLED screen. Now this is an interesting one. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pause it. Obviously, you got Bob Nero there. You didn't expect to see him there, right? But here's the thing. I even made it. Here's the part right here where it really kills me. It shows me that people don't read description. They don't read the description, and it also shows you by them leaving the dislikes and writing stuff on the comment. It shows you that how. And these are the same people, same individuals who clicked on every single video that I clickbait out there that I left. They clicked on it, and they still didn't get it. They still didn't understand it. And I thought it was funny. It was funny how people don't read description. Look at this. I broke my Samsung's Q8FN QLED screen by accident, and then here, let's read this and let's see if this makes any sense to you. I even put Cyberpunk. Why in the hell would I put a Cyberpunk next to me unboxing next to me telling you about my broken Q8FN? Think about that. Why would Mr4K put a Cyberpunk video game on a video that's titled "I broke my Samsung Q8FN by accident"? Right? Let's read the description. I feel very bad about this. I dropped my hot coffee. There was no hot coffee. I dropped my hot coffee cup by accident on my Samsung Q8FN. How could you drop your coffee cup on your television? You cannot drop it. You have to throw it. You have to throw your coffee cup. You cannot drop it, unless you're like I don't know, 12 feet tall, and then you drop it. I don't know, or you have your television on the floor, on the carpet. So let's read this. See, no one read this. I feel very bad about this. I dropped my hot coffee cup by accident on my Samsung Q8FN panel and broke it. But, hey, there's some comfort silver lining here. Bob De Niro says, "Fuck it, shits happens." Why would I mention Bob De Niro? Like, it doesn't add up. Like, even here, like, if you read this description, you'd be saying, what? What? I mean, really, if you didn't hit the thumbnail right away, which this proves my point, people do not read description. People do not examine the description and the entire description and info of the video before they click on it. Okay, people just see the thumbnail and they just click on the thumbnail, and this happens it actually happens as we speak right now. Somebody out there is clicking on a video that has a pretty cool thumbnail, but then they find out it's something else, or they're being rickrolled or whatever. It shows something else out there. And this was the whole point of me doing these videos, okay? And even worse, my first video that I did was the one on the was me having a burn-in on the OLED, which I don't have the burn-in on the OLED. Okay, so let's go click on that video. Where was it? Let me go over here. Let me go to my videos. Hold on. Here we go. Like this one right here, Ola TV Burnin. I finally got it after 10 months. So let's pause it right here. Okay, here we go. Ola TV Burnin. I finally got Burnin after 10 minutes. And what's even more interesting here, I wrote here, after 10 months of usage of this beautifully picture perfect OLED EA panel, I finally got Burnin. I cry now. All right, this right here should have told you something is fishy. You crying now? Very sad. Please donate for a new OLED TV. Thanks. Right here, you should have known that this is sarcasm. Right here, if you stopped to examine, to read the description of the video, you would have realized, well, this doesn't add up. Not only does this guy says, I cry now, very sad, please donate for a new OLED TV, but at the same time, this guy is putting out the Burnout video game. It just doesn't add up. And again, since October 1st, now 4 days, I think 5 days now, I've been trolling this, and this was the part of experiment. This was the whole idea. behind these videos. This has nothing to do with me getting, you know, after somebody or calling out somebody. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people have to say. I've been doing this for 6 years. I don't care. I mean, what makes, how do you think I made it this far? How do you think I'm still doing my YouTube channel after 6 years? Because I care? I don't care, man. I do what I do. I put out what I put out. This is my channel, my rules, my way of doing things. That's the way it is. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Go watch someone else. Those who do like it, those who do find me entertaining, those who do find me informative, welcome, stay. But remember, I do have rules, okay? This is what I said to everybody. I do have rules. When you come to my chat room, you have to be respectful. That's that. I have rules, and I gotta go by those rules. It's that simple. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a total chaos on that chat room, and I don't want that. Alright? So that's what the whole point of these clickbait experiment videos was about. So it's all explained here for you. Alright? It was just for me to prove the point, to show to me and my friend that, yep, it's very easy. I mean, it shows just how easy it is to manipulate people. It shows how easy it is to get people to believe in something, how easy it is to get people energized about something that's bullshit and fake. It shows just how easy it is to control people. And then we wonder why we are in the mess that we're in. Because people are easy to control. People are easy to manipulate. People are easy to believe in whatever you... I mean, look at our history, Jesus Christ. How easy it is to make people believe in all kinds of sorts of crazy things. All right? And I just proved the point here, how easy it is to make people click. The same people click on same videos, same clickbait videos over and over again. And these are the same individuals who came down here to crap on my, to lash out, to crap out on the comment section, right? Because they didn't get it. And they still don't get it. They think this is something else, right? But that shows you just that they don't understand it. They don't get it. They have a different mindset, and their mindset is just a one-sided mindset. Okay, they only see what they want to see. They can't see nothing other than that. All right. The only person that kind of figured it out was, I mean, sure, the Fiend figured it out. There's my regulars. They know what's going on. They knew what's up. But AJ Harris, here, I have to give it to AJ Harris. He figured it out, dude, big time. And he's right. That's why. And I said, you know, you blew my cover, dude. Hold on. Exactly. I just can't believe how many people commented as if you were being serious. Some of you all really can recognize the sarcasm. Yes, there's a sarcasm. There's no burning. This is for people who constantly bring up the burning when talking about the Ola. Sure, it has something to do with that too, because people talk a lot about the burn-in. And here, after 10 months, here I am. No burning, no nothing. But still, that wasn't the main reason. You know, I wasn't doing this to come after people who believe in burning. This was really an experiment. All of these videos were an experiment for me to show individuals out there and everyone else, to prove my point for me and others how easy it is to manipulate, guys. It is scary, dude. It is really scary how easy it is that people can be manipulated. And the worst part is they're using teenagers, they're using children to manipulate them as well for their personal gain, for their personal agendas. And we see that. We see this guy, George Soros, which is the worst evil in the world currently, next to the royals out there in British. These individuals are sick people. They're just using whatever they can use to accomplish their evil biddings and their corrupt goals. They don't care about the planet. They don't care about the you know, global warming and all this shit. It's a one big hoax. They're just using it for this. It's all about this. To control. It's about control. And guys, at the end of the day, that's what this whole thing is about. It's about controlling people, manipulating people. And I think I proved that point. I think I proved that point big time here. You know, How easy it is. And I could do it today 10 times. I can do it every day. I could put out 10 clickbait videos each day, and every single one of you will click again. Will click again. Do you know why? Because I know you're not going to carefully read the description. I know that you're not going to carefully put and examine the description and what the title says. All you're going to see is a thumbnail. A very nice, good. I mean, imagine if I put like a sexy babe thumbnail, I put it on there, and you guys see a very good looking sexy babe out there on the thumbnail. Guess what? You're going to click on it. You are going to click on it. 100%. You know what? I don't even have to bet. I mean, I'll bet, but I know. Like 100%. It's like guaranteed. Guaranteed you're clicking on it. And we see this happening in Twitch, you know. We see this happening in all the other social networks, media. It is so easy to do it, man, guys. And this brings up another point. If I was buying subscribers, guys, if I was going after the views, if I cared about the views so much, I know how to do it. And I know how to do it really, really well, guys, if that's all I cared about. Okay, if that's all I was going after, I know how to do it really well. That was never my intent. That's only a hater who doesn't like my channel is going to say, or a clowns out there who got blocked are going to say, because they don't like me. They're butthurt that they're blocked, so they need to lash out on my channel, on me, for some bullshit reason, when in fact they are the ones that they screwed up, and they know what they did, but they're not going to admit that, right? So anyway, so that was the whole point of this video. It was just a social experiment. It was experiment for me to show you how easy it is to clickbait, how easy it is to manipulate, and how easy it is to get the views. I mean, I got 2.5 thousand views in less than 28 hours on that one video from the OLED. Just like that, dude. I got 2.8, close to 3,000 views just in one day on a clickbait video. How easy it is. How easy it is. I didn't even put any effort. I didn't even put any hard work, and I got that. I combined, in 5 days, I gained like 15,000 views altogether. So it just shows you how easy it is, guys. How easy it is. If I really wanted to go after the views, if I really wanted to go after, you know, having people to subscribe to me, to buy subscribers, I know how I could do that really well. I could do that really well, and I could be sitting at 100,000, 250,000 subscribers, and I could be sitting at the 250,000 views if I really wanted that, if I really wanted to go after that and do this other shady way of doing it. Believe me, I can do that, but that was never my intent. And I think I proved that point here with the this experiment, with this clickbait experiment. I think I proved that point, you know. So you know, and if you don't get it, then you don't get it. But if you do get it, you do know what I'm talking about. There's nothing here to get. It is really a simple logic here. People don't read descriptions. They don't put two and two together. They're not thinking for themselves. They see a thumbnail and they click. And I think I proved that point. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the whole reasoning behind this. It was a experiment, and it worked. And this thing works every day. As we speak right now, somebody out there is putting some clickbait videos, and you're going to click on them. It's going to be called top 10 something, the most top 10 whatever videos, and you're going to click on it. You're going to click on it. And you're going to say, why I clicked. Exactly. Why did you click? Alright, guys. Well, there you have it. Have a good one, though. Take care.